we are at Woodrock Recording and Rehearsal Studios. This is where the band's been practicing on a weekly basis for the past 5 weeks to get our set nice and tight for this Memorial Day weekend. I cannot express how excited I am to finally be back on the road playing shows with my band. This is so exciting. We're booked almost solid through the entire summer with more shows to come, so very excited for that.
I'm just gonna keep running the tunes, just like if I'm live. Yep. So like if you need a minute or something, just turn around and like give me like a nod or something. Yeah. Otherwise I'm just gonna keep going.
My universal is like 1 sec or whatever, but I don't have any. We don't have any tuning changes in the set. So if I break a string or something, I'll just. Yeah. So rehearsal went extremely well. I am so excited to head out with all these guys this weekend. Memorial Day weekend, we've got 2 shows back to back, Friday and Saturday. It's a great way to get back into the season. We'll just kind of see where the magic takes us. We'll check back in with you on Friday. Since this is our first run of the year, I took the liberty of labeling and putting my name on everything that I'm taking out with me. And while this may seem, redundant or maybe not as important, since we're not part of like this huge production, you never know what's going to happen, especially these holiday weekends. People tend to get pretty crazy. Who knows, maybe I'll misplace something and I'll need help locating it. If my name's on it, then I can prove that it's mine. For some of these venues, if there's a band before us or a band after us, depending on what time we're playing, gear can get mixed up or swapped. And even in the band, we're all using the same Sennheiser in-ear units, and both James, the new drummer, and I use the ear racers for sound check when we don't use the in-ear. So it's important to know whose items belong to who, just so we don't have any mix-ups or mishaps. And one last thing that I did, which a lot of musicians at this level overlook, is I have insurance on all of my gear. Now, homeowners insurance sometimes covers gear when you're at home, but when you're on the road, you're on your own, buddy. So I made a poll on Facebook and I asked my friends and other gigging musicians what they use, and I ended up going with Heritage Instrument Insurance, which is underwritten by the Hartford Agency, one of the leading insurance companies here in the USA. And for a very, very reasonable rate, I have every single piece of gear that I own covered with worldwide insurance. It protects it from theft, water damage, fire, anything like that. And considering we're going to be all over the East Coast, from Vermont all the way down to, Delaware, West Virginia, Maryland, that area, I want to make sure that my gear is covered in case anything happens. We have finally arrived in Ship Bottom, Long Beach Island, New Jersey. And I gotta say, I've been coming here the past 24 years of my life, and I have yet to play a gig here, so it only feels right. I'm gonna grab some dinner, and we'll head on over to the venue. There it is, baby. First show of 2021. Hey, that's our name up there. So cool. Clark can figure out what's going on. So I just wanted to talk for a minute about what this gig means to me as a musician and why I felt like it was important to share with you all in this gig vlog. So this is the first weekend that we've had a full band performance since September of last year. It's also our first weekend with our new drummer, James Applegate. James has been a pretty good friend of mine for the past couple years, and it was his time to shine with the band. We've been having weekly rehearsals at Woodrock Studios in Raritan, New Jersey from the end of April through this past week. And each week we've just been building on the sets, going through the medleys, making sure our transitions and our feels are tight. And the rehearsal that we had on this past Wednesday, the band felt really good, felt really tight, and we're very excited to showcase what we've been working on this weekend. So let's go check it out. So, the first show back felt fantastic. I think we sounded really good. The crowd was super into it, and we got a really great response from them. The playing overall was really good. Everything was exactly as it should be for a first show back in a couple months. Be back at Jenkinson's Boardwalk tomorrow. I'll catch you guys then. For now, I'm about to drive home, and I'm exhausted. See you then. So it's 12 o'clock the next day. I got up just about half an hour ago, hopped in the shower, gonna have some breakfast. I am so extremely sore. I'm not even tired, but my neck, shoulders, I'm in pain. I probably jumped and headbanged just a little bit too much. We're back in action at 9 o'clock tonight at Point Pleasant. We're playing Jenks Club. It's my first time going there since my second grade field trip down the shore, so I'm pretty excited. We'll catch you then. So right as I was leaving yesterday, of course the mail comes, and I got this little package here. And what it is a custom truss rod cover for my Paul Reed Smiths. We're gonna open it and we're gonna install it for tonight's show. Alright, tonight's show is a little bittersweet. This is the last show that I will be driving to in this car. I bought my Nissan Versa brand new in 2016, and it has been with me for just about every gig that I've ever had outside of high school. And we've had almost 80,000 miles together, but it's time to pick up something a little bit newer, a little bit shinier, and you guys will see what that is in the next vlog. But with that said and out of the way, it's time to buckle up and head on down to Point Pleasant. Going to Jenks Club tonight at 9 o'clock with Evolution X, and this is our second show for Memorial Day weekend, so we'll catch up there. So we are about to pull on to Ocean Avenue, and I'm trying to figure out where we're supposed to park. I mean, there's general parking, but ideally the band would have its own parking somewhere. But now, I haven't been to Point Pleasant, I think, since my second grade field trip, and this boardwalk looks so awesome. Check this out. Just like rides, water park, a whole lot of restaurants, and a whole lot of walking. So we ended up parking across the street from the aquarium. James is pulling in right now, and we're gonna walk around a little. This is the inside, and they were playing all the way in the back. We're waiting to load in. There's another band that's still playing. So we didn't load in until half an hour after we were supposed to be done loading in, so we're probably starting a little bit later. The stage is absolutely fucking packed, and it's just gonna be an insane show.